And then like we said, in our dynamic too, it would be, I don't know if we didn't have Sophia, like it would still, I think we'd probably have a kid, but it would be hard for us to do because we spend so much time together and like you're
and
going
we
to
value
lose
that.
Yeah, and you're going to lose some of it. It doesn't mean that like you can't ever be together. It's just that when you have a kid, it is going to change things in the terms of the time, especially in the first few years and and all of that stuff. But you're just not going to be able to, if that's what you want to do. It's an 18-year decision. I mean, it's more than an 18-year decision, but it's at least 18 years where your life is going to be changed. And so I would almost venture to say that most people shouldn't even have kids. Like they should really think about it. Is that really what you want to do? Because it might not make your life better. Like just because you've been told that's what you're supposed to do and all these things doesn't mean that's what you should actually choose to do. Again, I'm glad that we have Sophia. She's wonderful. But a lot of people also aren't ready to be parents either.
Right.
Because, and then we'll talk about that a little bit too, is, the parenting is not an easy thing to do. And you're taking a lot of responsibility. You can really mess someone.
Right.
Most
it's a human
people,
being.
Yeah. Most people go to therapy because of what their parents did to them.
Right. And even if you do everything right, I know Sophia's going to one day be like, hey, this affected me that you guys did. And we try to do every single thing right that we possibly can. Like, I'm very realistic of the fact that one day she might come to us and be like, hey, you guys did these things.
That's not going to happen with us.
He thinks that, but nobody's perfect though. Like,
I know,
but we don't do a lot of the things that would traumatize a child.
But look,
you're right.
We don't do a lot of things that would traumatize a child, but we don't do any of the things that, I mean, honestly, I can say this, I can say that we can take pride in this, is neither of us have yelled at Sophia one time. Not one time since she's been, not even one time, not even one slip, not even, oh, I lost my cool and I'm sorry. So neither I have done it, nor have you done it. So yeah, maybe we're not perfect parents, but there's not going to be trauma that she's going to have from us. Not from, at least since we've been together. So I'm pretty confident.
I'm glad you're confident. I'm not saying that she's going to come and like dump all this stuff on us, but I'm also like, we're human. We don't always make the right choices or decisions, even though I do feel like you said, we do a lot of the time make the right choices and decisions. Yeah. But I feel like there was a few things that I wanted to say still before we move on to the parenting. I know.
About choosing to have kids or the...
It was like multiple things.
Oh, well here's one maybe that
space.
And you can riff on this if you want to. I was going to say, because you mentioned it before, relationships come. So in regards to a child, your wife comes first. Your husband comes first. That's who comes first, not the child comes first. That's essential. Otherwise, the relationship, you cannot put the child first.
Right, you're the foundation for the child.
Even in a split situation like ours, Sophia knows it that you come first. You're my wife. I love her to death. She's my daughter. However, nothing comes between me and my wife. That's it. Nothing. Not parents, not children, nothing.
Which a lot of people put their children first because they think that's the right thing to do. And I understand where they're coming from because, like I said, when Sophia's with us, she comes first. Like when it's her week with us, we put aside a lot of what we would do. It's just me and you to focus on her. So I get that.
Together we put her first.
Right. But
never apart.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But you have to realize that foundationally at the core, it's you and your husband first or you and your wife first.
Exactly.
And then your children.
Yeah. When the children leave the home, it's going to be the two of you.
It's back to you
But
guys.
More importantly, you're creating a model
for your child.
Right. Mm-hmm. Because they need to put their spouse first. They need to not be so dependent on the parent as well, right? Mm-hmm. That's not who they're getting their romantic relationship from. Unfortunately, a lot of parents end up creating that kind of weird situation with their kids. And you should, as a parent, it's not your friend. Your child is not your friend. You're not dumping your emotions and getting your emotional support from them. You're getting it from your spouse. And if your spouse is not treating you right, you don't talk to your kid about it. Because if you put the kid first, that's what you're going to do. Right. Right? They're going to be the one consoling you.
Which is...
You talk to your spouse about it.
Never right. We'll have to get one.
better than